Good evening, everyone. Today is Tuesday, May 5th, 2026, Budget Public Hearing Action Meeting. May we please stand for the flag salute and a moment of silence.
This is to advise those present at this May 5th, 2026 Budget Public Hearing Action Board meeting of the Board of Education of the City of Pleasantville and the County of Atlantic that notice was given on January 29th, 2026 of this Budget Public Hearing / Action Meeting as required by the provisions of Chapter 231 of the Laws of 1975. Notice thereof has been distributed for publication in the press, posted in the Administration Building, and forwarded to the City Clerk of the City of Pleasantville within the time required by said act.
Roll call, Ms. White.
Ms. Akins?
Here.
Ms. Harris?
Here.
Ms. Morgan? Mr. Rodriguez?
Here.
Ms. Sanchez?
Present.
Ms. Waters? Ms. Silver? Ms. Rowell?
Present. We're good? Okay. Next, we have 1.5, public comments, agenda items only. Can you please come, state your name, and speak? And remember, we do not discuss personnel matters in public. We have Ms. Priscilla Noel from Pleasantville.
Check 1, 2.
Buenos tardes, padres. Good evening, everyone. I am having a few questions. This is about the budget, but when will the public be able to have access to the budget? Because I didn't see an agenda on the website or access or link to a budget.
After the public hearing, the budget will be on our website within 48 hours. After it's approved and submitted to the county, it would be on our website within 48 hours.
And which budget is this still the one by Dr. Martinez or no? Is this a new budget?
Well, this is the budget for the Pleasantville Public Schools, and we'll go over it in the presentation this evening.
Oh, okay. And for 2.1, we were here before, Dr. Hyman Medley, and you know I love you, but I'm just wondering, first, we shouldn't have it blank. That's not a good look. I want us to start off on a good foot so that there is no question. There can be nothing questioned about your appointment to that position. When you were assistant superintendent, I told you that you deserve that. And now that you have the opportunity to be acting superintendent, I don't want anything that could hinder or impede the process from being legitimate. So is that procedural for it to be blank or?
Well, the attorney told us to put it on and to leave it as blank, Mr. Taylor.
Okay, because I don't want anything to undermine the opportunity that is being presented to Dr. Hyman Medley. She has been a dedicated employee of the district. She has worked very hard, and I think that she is qualified and she cares deeply. This is her community, and so I want everything to be on the up and up. Thank you.
You're welcome, Ms. Noel. Next, we have 1.6, the the budget presentation 2026 and 2027 by Dr. Felicia Hyman Medley and Ms. Dale White.
Give me the copy.
Yeah.
Is there a microphone up there? We got to do it from over there. Is that microphone over there? Testing. Okay, you have to speak into it. Good evening, everyone. I want to say thank you to our board members, the staff, and the members of our community. Thank you for the opportunity to serve as an interim superintendent of Pleasantville Public Schools effective April 28, 2026. Upon assuming this role, my immediate priority was to ensure the successful passage of the district's budget. I would like to clarify that the preliminary budget that was for 26-27 was developed prior to my appointment and submitted to the county superintendent without board approval. Since stepping into this position, I have worked closely with the business administrator. We have dedicated an extensive amount of time, including evenings, over the weekend, to review and revise the existing budget that was created by our former superintendent. The initial proposal reflected a deficit, which is going to be included and shown here with a significant staff reductions. My focus has been to bring the budget into balance along with our business administrator, Ms. White, while minimizing the impact on student programs and staffing. Although substantial personnel cuts had already been made, I worked extremely hard to reduce the number of affected positions by identifying opportunities to defer or reallocate certain capital improvement projects. In collaboration with the building administrators, were included in this, and the district directors, we made thoughtful adjustments aimed at reducing hardships across the district. As we move forward, I respectfully ask for your understanding and support as we continue to make decisions in the best interest of all of our Pleasantville students. So I ask the board to please feast your eyes on the screen, and Ms. White, I'll let you take over. Thank you, everyone.
Good evening, everyone, board members, community members, and everyone online watching this budget presentation. Pleasantville Public School District 26-27 public budget hearing. Budget agenda was our timeline, tax levy rates, state aid, revenue summary, our appropriations, our changes in budget, and board action. That's our presentation agenda for tonight. For the timelines, the state aid numbers was released on March the 12th, 2026, and normally the state aid numbers are released at the end of February, but there was a delay. April 21st, 2026, the preliminary budget was presented to the board and the community, and then on April 28th, 2026, the preliminary budget was presented to the community and the board. On April 29th, 2026, the county office approved the preliminary budget. And May the 5th, 2026, tonight, we're having the public hearing for the 26-27 budget. The state aid overview and the equalizer driver. The state aid amount does not include preschool. So our transportation aid for 26-27 actually decreased by $540,974. Our special ed education aid actually increased by $316,032. The equalization aid increased for 26-27 by $3,062,000. Our security aid increased by $63,268. Our total state aid is $97 million, which includes $6.2 million for preschool and $91,011,000 for all those categories I just stated above. So for the state aid, the adequacy budget is how much money a school needs to give students a good education. The local fair share is how much money the town can afford to pay. And for our district, the approximate local fair share is $18 million. And currently, our tax levy is at $10 million currently. If the town can't pay the full amount needed, the state helps by paying the difference. So the equalization aid is what schools need and minus what the town can pay. For our revenue, the state aid, total state aid, $97,373,844. The tax levy is $13,019,224. Our tuition from Absecon and miscellaneous income is $764,244. Our fund balance for this school year is $7,421,695. Our federal grants are $4,605,155, and our semi-revenue is $91,320, which equates to our total budget for this school year, $123,275,482. So the deficit reduction journey. The district planned for $146 million in spending, but we only had $123 million in revenue. That created a shortfall of about $23 million. So the district needed to reduce its budget by $23 million to balance the actual budget. The reduction journey consisted of additional $3 million in health care, salaries, $5,855,346. Federal grants decreased by $874,725. Charter schools increased by $1,154,822. Our preschool contribution, we had to contribute more to the preschool program, which is $504. Special ed tuition increased by $1,321,012. Our capital projects reduced. We reduced them by $1,970,849. We reduced athletics by $305,619. We reduced C&I areas for $1,855,588. Transportation, contracted routes, and additional vans, we reduced by $550,000. Our substitutes, ESS, we're reducing that by $400,000 this school year. Operations, we took off $200,000. In legal fees, we reduced by $100,000 to save on this deficit.
So when you asked what the budget reduction phases that we took to make sure that we were able to balance the budget, the first thing we did was we went to phase one and we looked at the initial offsets in non-personnel, which is the focus we had on identifying immediate savings on non-salary accounts, including supplies, materials, A2 contracts, and contracted services. After that, we looked at phase two, which is operational efficiencies and program reviews. We looked at the programs in depth and made an in-depth analysis of district operations to streamline processes and evaluate program effectiveness for cost reduction as well as capital projects. And the last phase, we've been doing this for 4 days nonstop, was the personnel adjustment and strategic realignment. We addressed the remaining gap through staffing changes, position eliminations, and restructuring of roles to align with the budget constraints. So these three phases were taken into consideration to offset the $23 million that we had to bring down to balance the budget. So, with that being said, personnel reductions, we have two options. The first option was the formally submitted one that was given to you on April 21st. That included approximately 52 staff reductions that did not include the staff positions that were from like attrition, and they kind of didn't want to be phased it out and didn't repost it for it to be in the budget. So the 52 staff reductions include 10 secretaries, 8 security guards, 18 certified staff, 2 administrators, 9 support staff, 7 custodians, 11 educational support staff. And at that time, there were approximately 8 staff retirements and resignations. As we work diligently to bring those numbers down, as of today, option B, we have 29 staff reductions out of the 52 that was formally submitted. That will be 2 secretaries, 2 security guards, 9 certified staff, 4 administrators, 3 support staffs, 2 custodians, 7 educational support staff, and with the help of the PEA, we were able to get 6 additional staff who submitted their retirement and resignations.
Okay, so our general fund tax levy options. Dr. Medley just went over option A, which was the formally submitted budget, which included a 2% tax levy increase, the minimum. Also, it included a health care adjustment of $2,437,331, which equated to the total tax levy being $13,019,224, and it was a total of 52 staff reductions. That is option A for the budget. Option B is a 2% tax levy, which is the minimum, the $207,488, and then the health care adjustment was reduced 50% to $1,218,665 for a total tax increase of $11,800,345, and that equates to 29 staff reductions. So option A keeps the 2% tax increase, uses all of the health care cost increase, and it cuts 52 staff members. Option B still keeps the 2% tax increase. Citizens contribute only half of the health care costs, and the need to only cut 29 staff members. A simple way to look at it is option A requires more money for taxpayers but cuts more staff, and option B saves taxpayers more money and cuts fewer staff.
So thank you for hearing our presentation tonight, and happy Mother's Day to everyone, and happy Cinco de Mayo.
Thank you, Dr. Hyman Medley and Ms. White. Does anyone have any questions about the audit or the budget?
Madam Chair, I have a few questions.
Yes, go ahead.
If it may please the board. Madam Chair, I know that Phase 1 talked about an immediate savings in non-salary accounts, including supplies, materials, and contracted services. What in detail are being saved in these supplies, materials, and contracted services? How much, and what are these types of services and materials?
I didn't hear what was the question?
What is the immediate savings in non-salary accounts, supplies, materials, and contracted services? What is that amount, and what specifically is that? What does it entail?
Okay, supplies and materials are supplies and materials for the schools, or your A2 contracts, your contracted services, transportation. We're going to try to do more bus routes internally opposed to contracting out with service providers, which cost $300 to $400 per day to transport students. training, professional development, we reduced professional development and CNI, and I've already said A2 contracts. And what else did you say?
Which just says supplies, materials, and contracted services.
That's throughout the district. Everybody, all the schools, we shaved off money for supplies and materials. So this year is going to be stringent, so supplies and materials are going to be reduced. So, I mean, we have funding for that, but you just have to be very mindful of spending.
So in terms of A2 contracts, what programs is that impacting?
That includes like your clubs? I'm sorry. That includes like clubs. For example, we have art as a specials area class. So in some of the, just for example, for the elementary schools, you may not need to have an art club because you already taught art during the school day. So we looked at programs such as that where we're kind of doing double and just kind of let it sit into the regular school day instead of having an extra club at the end. And we also looked at the clubs here at the high school where how many students participated, and the participation rate at the high school or the middle school or even the elementary schools were very low. If it's less than 10 students participating, we collapsed those clubs, and we are combining some of the clubs to make sure that the kids still get some type of well-rounded experiences after school.
Is there a list of programs? Does this include sports programs that you can provide to let us know what?
There's no sports programs being cut.
But in terms of the clubs, is there any list out there that you can provide?
I can have a list provided to you.
Is that it, Mr. Marino?
No, so my second question is, the streamlined processes to evaluate the effectiveness of cost reduction as well as capital projects. What capital projects are being impacted?
We have several projects being conducted at this time, HVAC systems. We were trying to phase in getting new systems throughout the buildings, but we're just going to phase them in instead of doing the whole buildings. So we have phase one has now allowed us to do like one, I think we talked about the third floor of the Leeds Avenue School instead of trying to do like 2 floors. And then next year, look at the second floor. So we did cuts such as that.
And then my last question for now, Chair, is the third phase, which includes position eliminations and restructuring of roles. I know this was an issue at the last board meeting. Can you provide a list to the board of what positions are being eliminated? No, the actual positions, not just departments.
I'm not allowed to do that at this time, not for this budget hearing.
Because I know the board asked for this list at the last board meeting.
Hey.
No, but we're not allowed to express or present any of the exact positions because at this point, people have not been riced. So we just wanted to make sure that we stay in compliance.
Okay.
But later we will, and you'll get an itemized list of.
So would it be fair to say that Dr. Martinez couldn't provide that at the last board meeting?
I don't know.
Hey.
I can't speak on Dr. Martinez's behalf, but I can only go by what we have been working on the last 4 days.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Marino, that last question that you asked, and I was the one who asked for a list, and this is exactly what I was talking about, to know the numbers, not who per se, because you can't identify who per se, that's something private. I just wanted the numbers. So I'm the one who asked that question, and that's
Right.
what I meant by asking it.
But departments too, right?
This is department.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm just trying to clarify that.
Okay. Is there any more questions? Ms. Akins? I just have a question.
Yes.
So we didn't cut special ed, correct? We didn't cut nothing in special ed?
Nothing special ed.
Okay. Let me ask you a question too, Ms. White. At the first presentation, was special ed cut?
No, special ed
In
wasn't
the
cut.
first presentation?
No, special ed wasn't cut. The only thing with special ed increased for tuition.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. No, everything looks nice. I think you guys did a good job. Also, the tax levy. Did you save us? Thank you so much.
Yes, we went down to the 50% because that was the best option for us to do. So we, instead of 2.4 million, we cut it in half to 1.2 million for the tax levy.
Okay, good. Okay, great. All right. And the A2 contracts that you guys did deal with, the union's okay with it?
Yes.
Okay, good. Gotcha. Okay.
I have one more question.
We work with the principals, all departments, and we've also worked with the unions on
Great.
this.
Okay, great.
I have one more question. Sometimes I hate to go in the past, but I gotta go there real quick. It says in this timeline that it was submitted to the county office. How was it submitted when we was voting it down?
Well, it wasn't for the county office. The 21st, it was failed, the budget failed, and on the 28th, it failed. The county office sent us a letter stating that we had to submit it.
But then it says county approved. Is
Well,
this
they-
right?
Well, they
or-
approved the submission. Like when we submitted, when they requested us to send them the budget, the preliminary budget on April 29th, we had to submit it to them, and they approved the preliminary submission. So tonight, any changes that we make tonight, once the board approves it, we have to submit that to the county so they're aware of the changes that were made.
Are my dates wrong? Oh, okay, all right.
Well, in order for us to
We're
reduce,
gonna,
in order for us to
do you
reduce,
foresee any more changes that you maybe can squeeze
well, no,
somewhere?
after we submit it to the county, based on what we presented tonight, we can't change it once the board approves it.
But you just said we can make changes.
Right, the changes that
Have to
we,
come tonight?
no, the changes that we did to get from the 52 to the 29.
Oh, okay.
Those are the changes that were made.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
And the tax levy.
Yeah, and the tax levy reduction as well,
Okay,
at
gotcha.
52 positions to 29.
Sounds good.
All right, I
Okay.
have a question, because I can barely hear what y'all are saying down there. So, this submission that's tonight will take the place of what was submitted before. So
Yeah.
they'll take this one. And then
Right.
whatever, anything after this can't be done. Whatever this is the final one.
Right.
Am I correct?
The submission that was previously, that they approved, this submission, well, this public hearing will override what was submitted on the 20, when they requested us to submit the budget, former budget.
Okay, I just want to make sure I understood that.
No more questions? Okay.
Option A or B.
May I have a motion to approve the budget presentation?
You have to let us know which option.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do we got to do it one at a time, or, of course, everybody's going to choose B. I mean, how do we do it? One at a time, or what? Which option would you choose, Mr. Reno? Which option do you choose, A or B?
It's we're gonna
Okay.
look for option A and do
How
yea and nay.
do we do this?
What
'Cause
is your
it's two
recommendation
options.
as far as which budget you would like to see the board choose?
Well, we want the
course,
board to
B.
choose option B.
Okay,
course.
so
Can we make a motion to choose option B?
Thank you. Okay.
Second.
Okay. Any questions about that?
Motion on the floor.
No questions? Roll call, Ms. White.
Before roll call, I'm sorry, I didn't hear the motion.
Motion to accept option B to be submitted.
Option B,
Yeah.
Yes.
this is the new improved budget that's helping.
Yes,
Correct?
yes.
Thank you.
and it's your acting superintendent's recommendation as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Roll call, Ms. White.
Ms. Akins?
Yes.
Ms. Harris?
Yes.
Mr. Rodriguez?
Yes.
Ms. Sanchez?
Yes.
Ms. Roel?
Yes.
Ms. Waters is on.
Oh, Ms. Waters? Ms. Waters?
Sorry, yes.
Thank you. Motion carries.
Next, we need to go into executive session.
No, you know what? May I?
Yes,
May I
yes, go ahead.
speak? All right. The next, how does this work?
Push it.
All right. First of all, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Phil Stern. I'm an attorney at Taylor Law Group. I've been practicing education law, representing boards of education for 36 years. It is an absolute pleasure to be representing Taylor Law Group, and it's a real pleasure to be here in Pleasantville at this amazing facility. I'm really impressed. It's just beautiful. I've wanted for years to be down here to be working with you, so it's a real privilege to be here tonight. I wanted to just explain to the board and the community about the appointment on the motion to appoint Dr. Hyman Medley as the acting superintendent of schools. And the reason that that is blank for now is that the procedure for appointing the acting superintendent always has to go through the county and ultimately the Commissioner of Education, okay? And I believe there's already been communication between the board and the county, and we have the authority to make this appointment with the amount in that position blank. And the reason is twofold. One, I have no doubt that Dr. Hyman Medley is a member of the New Jersey Association of School Administrators. Yes?
No,
Are you?
no,
Oh, you're not?
no, I used to be.
Oh, used to be. Okay. Well, in other words, there is every right for the acting superintendent to come forward with a number, and then the board can consider that, then we can go to, and the board there would be a simple negotiation, that's all. Once that negotiation is finished, we would then go to the county for approval of that, and that blank would be filled in, okay? So I think rather than go into executive session for tonight, we can begin the process, if that's okay.
I have a question real
Sure.
quick. I am conflicted, but I can still oversee and ask the question. So she's in, Dr. Hyman Medley's in this position, so she has to be paid a stipend for doing what she's doing.
Right.
So
I'm sorry.
what is she going to be paid? That's
Right.
what the board has to decide.
Oh.
You don't have to hold it.
Oh,
Just
I don't.
press it down
Oh, I
once.
see. All right. Thank you very much. All I'm suggesting is that the board and the acting superintendent have a conversation where it's a mutually agreeable number to start that off. Okay? And once that happens, then that number would be transmitted to the county for the county's ultimate approval. And so that would all be retroactive to April the 28th, 2026. Correct. And I hope that answers your question.
So my next question is, shouldn't the board discuss how much they're going to pay her?
Sure.
So we can discuss it, so if the board can come to a
Yeah, I
conclusion,
mean-
what they can do is send, have everything ready to go to the county tomorrow.
Sure. The only point that I was making is that this begins a collaboration, that should be a collaborative process and a positive one, and that's all. But there is absolutely nothing stopping the board from doing so, from going into executive session to discuss.
Okay, so
Thank you.
May I have a motion to go into executive session?
Motion.
Motion by Mrs. Akins, may I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mrs. Harris. Any questions? No questions? Roll call, Ms. White.
Ms. Akins?
Yes.
Ms. Harris?
Yes.
Mr. Rodriguez?
Yes.
Ms. Sanchez? Ms. Sanchez?
Yes.
Ms. Waters?
Yes.
Ms. Roel?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay. Maybe 20 to 30 minutes.
Max. Thank you.
To
The
talk-
question that we're hearing from the community is that whenever the board goes into executive session, the board has the obligation under the Open Public Meetings Act to explain why it's going into executive session so that the community understands that we are going in for a purpose that is permitted under the Open Public Meetings Act. In this case, we're going in to discuss obviously a personnel issue. I'm going in there so that in some ways, I suppose, it makes it somewhat part of the attorney-client privilege. But the more important reason is that it is personnel, and the board is looking to deliberate so that it can make a very important decision. But thank you for that reminder. I really appreciate it.
Smartest one in the room.
Thank you.
Okay.
Don't be long.
Oh, wait a minute, Ms. Morgan said,
You know,
oh, yeah. You better show your board members. They be the ones. I don't know. I'm gonna ask them, do I? Yes, I may not.
May I have a motion to come out of executive session?
Motion.
Motion by Mrs. Harris. May I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Akins. Can I do all in favor? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay. Next, okay. All right. You're on.
Good evening again. We're back. As far as the what was discussed in executive session, as soon as the board votes publicly on that, which I believe is going to probably happen next Tuesday, everybody will know what we talked about in executive session tonight. So that should probably come out at the Tuesday meeting. So thank you. The board passed a resolution before we went into executive session on option B of the budget. That was the motion. It was seconded and it was voted upon. But just to be absolutely clear to the community, to the board, to anyone in the universe who's listening to this board meeting tonight, it's the full budget option B, and the board would prefer to invite just a redo with a motion that says, I move the full budget option B, then there's no question what document and what proposal the board is voting on.
Motion.
Okay. Motion by Mrs. Akins. May I get a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Sanchez. Any questions? No questions? Roll call, Ms. White.
Ms. Akins?
Yes.
Ms. Harris?
Yes.
Mr. Rodriguez?
Yes.
Ms. Sanchez? Ms. Sanchez?
Elise. Yes, I'm sorry, I couldn't unmute. Yes.
Ms. Waters?
Yes.
Ms. Roel?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Next. Okay, next 1.8, 1.7, public comments. We have Ms. Kathy Watson from the PEA.
Check 1, 2.
We'd like to request to speak on her behalf because she's not here, but the two vice presidents of the PEA, Danielle Percy and Rhonda Moore McQueen. First of all, we just want to first congratulate Dr. Hyman Medley on her appointment. And we really want to thank you for being so open and willing to collaborate and communicate with the PEA. This open communication is something that we have not had in recent time, and so we are just really grateful that you have opened your door to us and been so willing to communicate with us.
Like she said, congratulations, Dr. Hyman Medley, and thank you to each and every board member for working with us, for taking the time to break things down, to work it out, you know, where it's fair and equitable for everyone. We appreciate, we're breathing now, you know, a sigh of relief, and we really do appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, and once again, congratulations, Dr. Medley.
Thank you so much. Okay. Can we just go right into the agenda? Okay. Next.
Also, for the record, Ms. Morgan was not able to make it tonight.
Okay. So we're going to go into our action meeting for our agenda. We're going to start with facilities. Am I correct? We're going to start with facilities.
Did you want to do the personnel? Did you want to do the appointment Tuesday? Okay, okay, great.
Just to explain to the community what we're doing right now, we're doing a committee as a whole, and we are doing facilities today, and we are doing the curriculum part. Okay.
So we want 3.9 to 1. So you ready to begin? Just say like good evening, board. Hey, so good evening, everybody. So I guess we're going over with for the facilities agenda. Okay, so if you turn to page 31, we're going to 3.9.
Page 6.
Page 6 on the agenda.
Page 6. Page 6.
Vance Brock, yeah. So we ready? Yeah, so 3.9 is the professional engineering services for the Leeds Avenue parking lot. So this is a proposal by the engineering service, Remington and Vernick, for $66,000 to design the parking lot in place of the current central registration house at 16 West Leeds Avenue.
It's a little house next to Leeds Avenue School.
Do they have a timeline of when it's going to be done?
Yeah, so at this point, this project would be spec'd out and bidded for the work to be completed over the summer.
Okay.
This was already in the budget.
Yeah, this was in the budget for last year. So also on 3.10, also from Remington and Vernick, is a preliminary engineering design services for heat pump replacements in the high school, middle school. This is just for them to spec out and design the systems, which then gets submitted to Train for like the purchase of the equipment. And the amount of that is $79,950.
Did we have a warranty on that before, or is this?
This is just the design phase.
Was this, are these numbers in the budget?
Yes, for this current budget.
For this current budget, not
Yeah,
next year?
Not, yes.
No questions on those two?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Why do we have to fully replace the heat
Heat pumps?
Yeah, like.
Because they're 28 years old. They're geothermal heat pumps, so they're not like a regular gas or an electric heat pump. So being 28 years old and the brand that they are, like the parts that's in them at this point are obsolete. So it's hard to get compressors, motors, blowers, boards, stuff like that for the units.
Okay.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, this is for the high school.
So
and
those are for the
middle
high school and middle school.
Okay, together. And this, I'm sorry, going back to 3.9, this is
Yep.
for the parking lot at Leeds Avenue?
So the house at 16 West Leeds Avenue, I want to believe you already board approved for the demolition of the house at
Oh, the
16 West
house.
Leeds Avenue?
Be the parent house or
Yeah.
parents, okay.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
It was
of
gonna
money
help with the
for
traffic too, offset the traffic.
yeah.
That's a lot.
No more questions on those two?
Parking lot.
Good.
Mr. Vance, what is the lifespan of these heat pump?
On a new heat pump?
Yeah.
On a new heat pump, realistically, you're looking at somewhere between 10 to 15 years on like a new heat pump.
So these heat pumps should have been replaced years ago.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Madam President, I have a question. I was wondering vinyl fencing was at.
We have to check into that, Ms. Sanchez, and get back to you. Can you write that down so you can check into that and get back to us?
From what I was informed, is that there's no remnant fencing that we are able to identify?
There's no vinyl fencing.
There's no vinyl fencing.
The district does
Sanchez.
not purchase vinyl fencing. No, the district does not purchase vinyl fencing.
Thank you. I would,
Okay, thank you, Ms. Sanchez. Next.
311.
So 311 is a proposal from Peterson Service Company to provide building automation system controls at Leeds Avenue. We're already in the process of installing new unit ventilators, which are the classroom units at Leeds Avenue. This will upgrade the controls, being able to control them, like monitor room temperature, humidity in the classrooms, which helps us prevent like mold growth and everything like that in the classroom. At Leeds Avenue, yes. If board approved, like they would probably start that in the next month.
So their system is bad too?
So Leeds Avenue, in all actuality, Leeds Avenue probably has the worst system in the district, yes.
So at your title, I'm sorry.
I'm just the custodial maintenance foreman.
Okay. So do we have like is there something where you go like maybe monthly, quarterly, and you check out all these things instead of it all hitting like?
Yes, yeah, so the filters get changed on schedule. There's routine maintenance done on every unit here with the HVAC tech that we have here.
What is it, quarterly?
The filters get changed quarterly, yes.
So do we see the issue and then we just ignore it? I'm just trying to figure out how we get this far with these big numbers.
Well, you're getting this far because 20 years prior, nobody did anything to them. So, you know, like, so it's the neglect that you're catching up to. So, you know, they're at a point right now where, one, that system was put in the late 90s. So those are pretty much obsolete, too. So you're putting more modern unit vents inside the classrooms.
Okay, can I don't know if I can ask this. Can I?
Ask what you want.
How long have you been with the district?
How long have I been over the department?
Yeah.
I've only been over the department since maybe 3-4 years now.
Because I'm thinking back then we had a lot of money. We had grants, we had COVID, we had a lot of money. That's what we should have been doing.
Well, they so, you know, I would say whoever was in charge at the time was misinformed. So they did part of the building instead of taking the money and doing the building as a whole and completing the project. You know, so they did the boilers, they did the cooling towers, they did the chillers, but nobody addressed, and all that's great. Like you could put all that in, but if the units don't work inside the classroom,
right,
you're still not getting air and heat in the classrooms.
So you're saying that we didn't do that in phases? That project, start that project, have it started in phases?
When you got the COVID money and you spent $2.2 or $2.1 million, they did the boilers, they did the cooling towers, and they did the chillers, which is less, for better terms, is like the heart of the system.
Right, but what I'm saying is, they did do some work with Leeds Avenue. I know they was doing work in Leeds Avenue in phases with the HVAC system. So what I'm trying to ask you is this part of the phase that they were doing the HVAC systems?
Is what part this?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is part of the phase that we're doing now that we budgeted for last year to take place for like the year that we're in right now. Yes.
Right, but what I'm saying is they worked at Leeds Avenue, it was the HVAC system was done in phases, correct? Because I remember being on the board when someone called me and asked me about needing to get something for Leeds Avenue, some type of vent system, and they needed an approval, because I was the president at the time. So I'm just trying to figure out, is this we had one big project, but we couldn't do the whole project, so we did it in phases. Like this year, we would do one project, part of it, the next year we would do another part, and now we're here. Because to my understanding, with the last budget we had, we were supposed to be doing something in Leeds Avenue as part of the last phases for this project.
Yeah, so let me explain. So like when you guys had received all the money, right, you worked with the engineering service. You took the advice of the engineering service or whoever, you replaced a portion of the HVAC system. When I took control of the department and we started sitting down from Ms. Vargas on to Dr. Martinez on, you were getting the complaints about the conditions of the building. So that's when we decided, or they took the recommendation from me to replace the unit vents in the classroom. Because like you can, like I said, you can have all the stuff brand new outside, but if the stuff doesn't work inside the building, it doesn't make a difference. It's like, so in better terms, at your house, like at your house, you got the outside unit at your house and you got your furnace. Right, so let's say they replaced the outside unit at your house, but you didn't replace the furnace, so it's still not working. So so at this point, we're kind of complete the building. Go ahead.
Madam President, I have a question. Well, I don't know if it's a question or rather a statement. I was wondering if we can get a copy of all open, closed, and pending work orders that were put in for the district in the last 2 years at least, so I don't make it too extensive. And I was wondering also, can we get a list of everything that's covered under warranty when it comes to like HVAC, the pool system, or roofing in the district?
Oh, absolutely. So every time we replace something, the warranty certificates come.
The same question in the chat.
Oh, I don't have. Right. So
My list keeps going in and out, and that's why I put it in the chat. I saw it here. I got you.
yeah. So every time a system is replaced, like the warranty certificates come with the units, and they all get filed. So we all have an electronic folder with the warranty for every unit, roof, everything that we've done over the last 3-4 years.
And quarterly maintenance reports, am I correct?
Yeah, for the HVAC units. Yeah, we.
For everything.
Well, so not.
Is there a checklist that you go by quarterly?
It depends on what you're referring to. Like you have a checklist for HVAC. Everything else is like daily maintenance.
Okay, you'll make sure you get that list for everybody, right? Okay. Any more questions?
So I guess my question would be, from what they're saying, maybe quarterly, the board can get a report. So this way, we all know what's going on, and this way we can, hold people accountable if stuff isn't being done, especially if we're approving stuff.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear anything. Can you repeat it?
Asking for a quarterly report. Did she hear it or not?
You heard it, Thea?
Yes, they have checklists that they do routine maintenance on for every mechanical equipment in all the schools. All I'm asking is, do he have the work orders for those routine maintenance reports?
Yes.
Yeah, he said he had it.
Yes. That's not a problem. That's not a problem at all.
So can I follow up? I have a question. I know y'all mentioned Leeds Avenue. We see the middle school, we see the high school. Concerning North Main, I know I don't see that on here. Were those issues addressed, the leaking, ceiling, and the roof, and all that stuff? Was that taken care of in this budget, or we have to save for next budget?
No, we spent like almost $75,000 addressing that issue.
Okay, so all the work in Leeds Avenue is complete?
Are you saying Leeds?
I'm sorry, North Main.
Yeah, it
We've
was
seen
completed
pictures and
earlier.
stuff from
It was
North Main.
it was completed last year.
Last year,
Yeah,
that's it.
last
No,
year.
it wasn't complete last year, because that's when I think it came to committee last year.
Because it was in the
There was
summer.
leaking
I thought it was
in
in
the
the summer because they had the
ceilings.
whole thing.
Yeah, it was in the summer last year because they repaved the little spot and everything. Like
It was the
Yeah.
outside and the inside.
yeah, it was all part of one project. Yeah.
So all the work, so my question, all the work in North Main has been completed as of
I know
today?
that's
And
sitting
and the
there.
issue that you're talking about, yes,
Okay. Thank you.
yeah.
You said South Main?
Oh, which one?
High school, Leeds Avenue,
They did 311.
middle school.
So then you got 312, which is the landing tiles and like the stairwells. Like we budgeted to renovate the stairwells in the high school, middle school. This is just that. They already started replacing the stair treads, and now they're doing the landings. Question?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
What, in reference to all this, so we got, I guess you're the supervisor.
Yeah, so you want to call it that? Yeah.
And then we have, people that work for you. But
Yeah.
none of these people have this trade?
No, they don't.
So what do they do?
They do general maintenance.
The district sends them to get certified.
Too specialized.
He said you
Yeah,
don't
we-
have.
Only have two
Well,
specialized.
we got three, but yeah. So I'm sorry. You said something.
No, I was just, so they just regular maintenance, like they just do plumbing or paint?
They do the staff that we have on staff. So we have two specialized. You have an HVAC tech. You have an electrician. We have a plumber on the book, but he's just currently not here.
Okay.
Everybody else is pretty much general maintenance.
I mean, like the stairwell landing, ain't that my maintenance man, I'm sorry. But I rent, and my maintenance men do a lot.
Oh, I know your maintenance man. Like, yeah, he does.
They do.
And he's a.
You know
he's,
my maintenance man?
Yes, and he's a lot more skilled. And he's a lot more skilled than the maintenance people here.
Madam President.
That's what he wanted, John.
I have another request. Is there any way we can get some kind of chart showing the training and upward mobility for our employees if they're getting any at all?
Yeah. So when they're offered training, not for specialties, not all of them accept the training. You do have one or two that have accepted training and have went on to be certified in like locksmiths and stuff like that, but not all of them take the trainings. Not all of them take the opportunity.
So, Madam President, one more question. So we don't have it where it's mandatory training? So we don't have the outsource?
I don't think you can make it mandatory. We should really strongly encourage.
Well, they have to.
Can we, like,
Did everybody hear that?
figure that with the budget somewhere?
Yeah, if I may, Madam President, the questions that are being asked are really great policy questions, which is your job as board members. And the only thing I just want to make sure that we all remember that in these kinds of sessions, we're not looking to criticize employees, particularly if they've not received RICE notices, et cetera. Nobody has gone over that line at all, but I just wanted to mention that these are really great critical policy issues that you're bringing up. And as long as we stay on the right side of not evaluating employees in public or anything like that, I just applaud you.
That's in his area, so he. So 313 is under finance and transportation, so please skip 313. We're gonna go to 314, that's Mr. Brock's area. And 314 is page 8.
Okay.
Page 8.
All right.
So both 314 and 315 have to do with the SDA project at the new Decatur Avenue School. One is for the relocation of the sewer line that had to cross from our property through existing properties. Yes, ma'am.
So we had a property there. What happened to the sewer line? They hit it?
No,
I'm just
ma'am.
asking.
No, ma'am. The school was built in 1900, and the sewer line went to a different direction, and it's too small to accommodate the size of structure that we are
new
building now.
building.
Yes, ma'am.
Got it. Understood.
I'm glad. Well, that goes into 315. So 315 is pretty much the payment that we owe the city of almost $300 to their engineering services.
So we paying the city?
Because the SDA has to work with the city engineers.
Okay.
Right.
You know,
And they're actually waiting on that right now, because it has to be approved by us, and then it goes to city council, so they can approve it, and they can move on with the project. Because we're due to open, when, October?
2028.
2028, which is around the corner. So any delay stops the process.
Question, where is
Yes.
it says file attachment? I don't see no attachments. What are we
For-
supposed to be reading? On here, it says attachments.
Oh, you gotta
The
click it when you
attachment.
open.
She's looking for the attachments.
No, on board doc. Oh,
Ms. Akins, none of the attachments were attached for the committee. Yeah, normally they'll be attached in your booklets when we send the agendas home.
Okay. All right. Any other questions? Ne- You sure?
You sure, Ms. Harris?
well, I'm not, I'm gonna just ask it. I understand about, we need this to get the school started, but here we are again, going over a budget that we have to decrease, and how are we gonna be able to supply the need for that school? When I don't think we're gonna get bigger budgets, I think we're gonna keep going down. Then we're gonna keep, are we gonna be able to?
Explain to her, Ms. White.
Well, the school is scheduled to open in 2028, and that school is supposed to replace North Main Street School. So at that time, we're going to do redistricting because we have to determine, where the kids are going to go and where they're living at. And then depending on enrollment, because our enrollment has been increasing over the years, I don't know, we may not need another school. They may be able to consolidate, so teachers are going to be shifting between school to school once that time
Okay.
comes.
All right.
But we will not need additional staff, or we would not need additional staff.
Yeah.
Madam President,
Yes. Go ahead,
I
Ms.
have a question. I believe it, I don't know if it would be for Dan or who would be for. Have some HVAC units already been purchased? What is the boxes sitting in that house on Leeds Avenue?
In the house on Lee's Avenue?
Yeah. HVAC system sitting in the house on Leeds Avenue.
In the 16 West? So the unit that's in 16 West is a condenser for the outside of the building.
Okay, thank you.
What was it? Any more for this part? Yeah. You might as well go to that last, right? Get out the rest of them. All right, so yeah, going over facilities usage, the ID number 3544371 is for the Pleasantville Rec Center, the Phoenix Track Club, to have a track meet on Saturday the 16th, with a total cost of $10,983, which is a district cost of $8,343.50.
You have the information on that, Ms. White?
Brock, isn't there a spreadsheet that has the fees for the
Everything.
facility usage?
Yes.
And do you know the cost for the track?
Yeah, the cost for the track for the 10 hours is $2,640.
It's how much?
$2,640. On the part that says, that's the facility fee, which would be like the rental fee.
And,
Okay, so Madam President,
yes.
can somebody tell me why we are charging district kids to use something that's for the district for them?
Can you?
Yeah, so in the facilities usage agreement that the board approved, municipal organizations, which is category 1 and 2, does not fall under like the stadium rentals. Stadium rentals are completely separate, like in the agreement. That's why it's separated on here for the facilities usage of 2640, which is, you know, can be waived or whatever you want to waive. The cost that balloons it up is the board cost, which is $8,343, which includes security for the day, the audio video technology for the day, and grounds and stuff like that.
And I also, is this the one that we had about a month ago? We didn't approve yet?
Yes.
Okay. Well, just, I don't like to talk out of
Can I ask
turn,
about
but
why
my
it
understanding
wasn't done a
was,
month
when we
ago?
had this in the committee,
Because
if
we
I'm
sent it back.
mistakenly, the chairperson of this committee would have been Chanel Morgan. And I believe that the committee agreed that they didn't want to keep renting out the school to people because everything's new. And I believe it was said that they have to pay something. We can't pay everything, because if they damage the property, then what happens?
I can't
So
speak to that.
I'm
I
just
wasn't
saying
in
from a little bit of memory what I had in the committee meeting and what was said by the chairperson.
Madam President,
Yes.
this is the Pleasantville Recreation, correct?
It looks like it is, yes.
So so the city of Pleasantville, I'm assuming, and most positive, would have insurance, correct?
Yes, it better.
So we wouldn't be able to go to, what is it called, the GIF fund, and get any reimbursements for anything that may be, hopefully not, but may be broken in the process, because I just want to be mindful, as a school board, we are here for the district, and these are 100% district kids. This is a facility that was built in the interest of the district kids in the city of Pleasantville.
Okay. Yeah, we can check it out. Can you check that out? Can you check that out? Yes.
Ms. Sanchez, I'm totally agreeing with you, but if we were able to look at it, Pleasantville Rec does not just house our children. They're not all Pleasantville children.
And you know what? I think now that with this, I think I was told also that it's not just Pleasantville children. It might be out-of-district kids, too.
So, Madam President, when
Yes.
I presented the question to the young lady who came to the mic last meeting, and I said, are we talking about all district kids? She said yes. So could we look into that?
Yes, we can. Can you look into that, Mr. Brock?
I mean, I can ask, you know. Yeah.
Or can somebody look into it and get back to us by Tuesday, so we can put it back on we can look at it and Tuesday maybe?
Madam President, I thought just the problem was just the waiving the fee. Totally, it was like we were going to take on a waiver fee of $10,000.
Yeah, I remember that. Yes, you're
But then we
absolutely
just
right.
talked about if they pay up something and leave their insurance.
Right. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
I
'Cause
have a
think
question.
the question was, wait a minute, Ms. Sanchez, I think the question was, it was 10,000, and we paid the 25 or whatever, and they paid the 8. Because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is Marvin Laws's group? Yeah, 1 second, Ms. Sanchez.
It was a track club.
From Marvin
through
Laws, right?
Pleasantville.
Was it from Marvin Law's group? Yeah,
I think they were participating, competing in it, but I
yeah,
don't think
from
it's
the
from
law.
them. It's
Because
from
Dr.
them.
Martinez was involved in that. Remember, because she had to talk to him, because Morgan said she didn't want us to pay the whole
So-
thing. She was the main one.
So what happens is they have several
Yeah.
track teams from different areas.
Yes,
compete.
yes, the BA, yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
excuse me.
I thought it was his group, right?
Board
It
President.
says here.
I'm sorry, yes.
I have a question.
Phoenix
Go ahead.
Track Club.
Because I'm under the impression that the district and the city has like a MOA or MOU agreement to
Right,
utilize the district partners up with the city, they use city areas, and the city sometimes use the school district. I don't recall in the past, maybe this is new to me, that we have charged each other. So can we check the MOA, MOU, or whatever?
Yeah.
Because we don't want to violate any agreement that was in place
Right. Okay.
between each other, because you don't want to mess up a partnership, just
And-
because.
Yeah, can you?
I just wanna check that out.
into this, because I think the past superintendent was there, Dr. Martinez was dealing with this.
Okay.
Dr. Hyman is
Memorandum
gonna
of
check
agreement
into it.
or memorandum of understanding?
Yeah, she's gonna, check into it and then give us an answer, so we'll have it for Tuesday. Okay. Next one,
What is the rest of this stuff?
We moving on to the next one?
everybody's good? Okay. Yes.
Okay, so ID number 3617948. The location for the area is in the PHS cafeteria. Mr. Paul Langer is looking to rent the facility for an 80th birthday celebration. That total amount is $2,249 with a board cost of $1,499.
A minute, I have a question.
Go ahead.
If I'm looking at this right, y'all want to waive a fee for a birthday party, but you don't want to
I-
waive
I
a
don't-
fee for
I
the
don't
kids?
think, no, ma'am, I don't think anybody said anything about waiving the fee. I said the board cost was
No,
one.
no, look, it says waive fees, yes.
Yeah, that's not, no, so this section right here was put on like the previous chairperson of like the committee that wanted to see that. That's up to you guys whether you, that's what you vote on. That's if the people are requesting a fee waiver.
They're requesting us to waive the fee, but we didn't vote.
Oh, okay. 'cause I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's
we
not-
can't waive fees for a birthday party, but you ain't gonna waive the fees for the kids,
Well,
for the track.
That's completely,
That's totally out of.
that's completely your decision.
Okay. Any more questions about this? No questions? Next one. Victory, what's the next one?
Okay, so ID number 3623127, that location will be in the middle school cafeteria. A request was put in from the Victory First Presbyterian Church to host a fashion show for their building fund on July 25th. That balance due for that would be $1,313 with a board cost of $788.
Is this during a weekday?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Now, school should be out there, right?
School's out there.
So that's y'all time to get the buildings and stuff together freely, without kids and,
Is the 14th?
Yes, during that time, we would normally be within like summer school, so not too much is going on during
okay.
summer school.
Yeah, I think.
Like we don't really have it, all the rooms pulled out till after summer school.
Oh, okay, all right.
Okay. Any more
Any questions on that one? All right, ID number 3544391, which would have a location of the Pleasantville High School auditorium from the Pleasantville Rec Center. They have their summer camp here, where they use the pool. They also have their summer play annually here in the auditorium. That would be a fee of $1,500, which is a board cost of $1,500, because in accordance with Category 1, being a municipal youth organization, which is the rec center, you do not charge them a fee for any usage inside the buildings, whether it's classrooms, multi-purpose rooms, gymnasiums, stuff like that. Yep,
So
here we go.
question, you charge them,
But
not
because
for inside, but you charge them from outside?
Because under the agreement that the board approved, not me, there's a fee for stadium rentals. It doesn't fall under categories 1 through 4.
Can we
No,
get a
no,
copy
you-
of that category when
Sure,
we get a
yeah, you can get a copy of
chance?
whatever you
Like,
want, and then you
so
guys
we'll
can
know what we're
revise
talking
whatever you
about.
want.
Okay.
And also, is this a day where our kids are gonna be using the pool?
The pool usage for that will be over.
No, but I'm saying our kids won't be
No.
doing any
The pool will
programs
be,
with the pool.
the pool is usually closed like the last day of summer school, and then the maintenance is done like that last part of August to
No.
prepare for the school year.
But what about, don't we have a summertime where, like, all summer, the pool is open for the Pleasantville residents, and
Yes, ma'am.
is this cutting into them hours?
No, ma'am.
No.
No. Everything has like a time slot, like every
Oh,
year.
okay.
So
All right.
like our
You know
care,
I won't be there.
so our care program uses the pool 2 days a week. The rec center uses the pool 2 days a week, and then I think community swim is 4 days a week. Yeah.
A Wednesday? So let me ask you one more question. So do you have security already working on that day?
As far as my knowledge is security,
During that day, during those hours? Because if you do, then,
so for the
don't have to pay nobody
majority here, your security is 10-month employees.
right, but I'm saying, will you have the regular security working on that day? Because if you do, you don't have to get extra security, because if they're already here working, you kill two birds with one stone. If they're working already, why would you need to, you know what I mean, have
That's from
people
4
come
to
in
9. They
addition?
probably won't.
You don't have no night security working on that day?
No,
Okay, okay,
no.
all right. Next one.
So the other one, it doesn't have an ID number yet, but it's on the Pleasantville High School football field. It's for the Pleasantville Fire Department. That date is still to be determined. In June, they're looking for like June the 5th, I believe. It's for a field day that, where they bring all the 5th graders or 4th and 5th graders throughout the district to the football field, and they take part in a competition.
Are we having anything going on with our kids on that day?
It's our kids that's in the competition.
Oh, okay. No, I'm just saying, every single kid?
The 4th and 5th grade, I believe.
Okay.
Yes, it's 4th and 5th.
I'm just asking, it might be, their kids, our kids using it, so I just don't want to.
Oh, no, like, if, you
Yeah,
know,
for our
no,
kids.
like, we would work with athletics. Like, if that's the day that they would have
Okay.
the field, they wouldn't have gym or anything out there, yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Any other questions about agenda?
Madam Chair, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Mr. Vance, thank you for being here and answering these questions. In your opinion, what are some of the top issues that we need to address?
I don't work with an opinion. I just do it. I don't have an opinion.
Or what are some of the issues that we need to address as a board in terms of facilities that you see crucial?
I don't have an opinion with anything with the board. So
No,
that's not.
facilities. I'm
I
talking about,
understand, but you're asking me what's my opinion as the board. I can't answer that for you. I have no
like
idea.
something that's emergency.
Now, right now, everything that's emergent is on this agenda.
I was going to say yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, yes.
Good. Yep. Good. All right. Cool.
Thank you. Next, we have curriculum and instruction. Page 21 of 31.
Our curriculum expert is out this week, so I'm going to present for her. So starting with 8.2, there's a list of workshop and conferences for several staff members in the area of social media and sleep adolescents, managing sudden traumatic loss, foundations of traumatic awareness, congressional contact committee in Washington, D.C. We have a school health summit. It's virtual, it's not off-site. And we have food distribution coordinator training, which is required every year for our food bank. And we have our family pack program. We see, and we have school climate and anti-bullying conference, which all of our counselors normally go every school year. Advanced Canva techniques for the world language learners. And then we also have for number 14, the membership meeting for SGBODA, which is our music program. Part B is our activities. We have South Main Street School having a Juneteenth celebration. That's on June 3rd, because of course June 13th we're out. There's no cost to the district. It's a celebration with staff and students in the community. South Main will also have a third grade end of the year celebration. That's on June 25th. And it's coming out of student activity raise funds. There's a readathon celebration on May 15th. And there's a $126 cost that's coming out of student activity raised funds. There's an annual chess tournament which is, if you can get out, it'd be nice for you to go see it. The kids do a very great job. That's for the from the chess club. And then for early childhood, we have pre-K families, ESL classes. That's May 13th, and it should say until May 28th, I apologize. Those are parent classes offered by our early childhood program. The middle school will have an art show on May 20th, and the preschool registration and health event, those are the dates: May 13th, May 10th, June 10th, June 17th, July 8th, July 15th, August 12th, August 19th, between 3:30 to 7 o'clock. These events is to help promote our early childhood programs and get more students enrolled in our pre-K classrooms. There's a preschool dental DK screening, and you have dates here located on page 23. That's going to be on May 12th at Atlanticare, North Main Street. May 13th will be at North Main Street School. May 14th, South Main Street School. May 18th, Middle School of Pleasantville. May 19th at South Main Street School. May 20th at Leeds Avenue, South Main at May 21st, and Gateway Head Start May 21st. So those are the dates for the dental DK screenings, and it's offered to all our families in the preschool area. Number 9, we have district-wide Latino Institute Community Conference, which will be on May 21st. It was previously board approved, but the date had changed, so it's now May 21st. Leeds Avenue School has Smiles Mentoring End of the Year Barbecue, which is coming out of Student Activities Fund. Leeds Avenue School 4th and 5th grade PLCs. It was previously board approved for another date, but is now being revised. The date has been revised to June 8th. And it's about internet safety and cyberbullying presentations. Leeds Avenue has MLL Family Literacy Night. There's another date change for June 15th from 3:25 to 5 o'clock. They have a first grade end of the year picnic or barbecue. I don't like saying picnic. June 16th, 11:30 to 2:30. And their 5th grade end of the year celebration will be June 23rd from 9:30 to 11 o'clock, coming out of Student Activities Funds for $200. North Main Street School will have a band concert from 4 to 5 on June 4th. North Main Street School Sister to Sister Club will take place on May 27th. They're having a spa day for girls. South Main Street School Sisterhood Mother-Daughter Tea is on May 14th from 4 to 6. North Main Street School has a school-wide paint party on May 13th. I think rain date is May 21st. Are you ready for ice pops for North Main Street School? Ice pops for kids. South Main is having a Juneteenth celebration on June 3rd. I think some of these are double, because this is South Main was already, I apologize. South Main was already in for these dates, right? Let me double check. Yeah, their Juneteenth was already there. The readathon for South Main Street School will be May 15th from 12 to 2. And they're having a special education extravaganza on June 1st. It's a celebration of student achievement. They're having a scholastic book fair from June 8th to June 12th, and their gardening event on June 11th. It's $1,700 for refreshments, and it's coming out of the PEP account. And this is hosted by the Horticultural Club activity. Washington Avenue, I'm skipping the one that's duplicated, so please, I just want to let you know. Washington Avenue's Field Day is June 1st to June 4th. Well, June 4th is the rain date. They're having an iReady celebration, celebrated and sponsored by Chick-fil-A for the most iReady student growth. They're also having a kindergarten stepping up ceremony on June 23rd. Parent workshop regarding interpreting access scores for parents. On June 22nd, they're having an art class for parent and student activity bonding on May 21st. The middle school will have a 7th grade end of the year barbecue, June 18th. It's coming out of student activities for $18.75. My role, model, and me. This a dads or guardian participate in fun building activities with the students, and that's on June 5th. They're having a power hour end of the year celebration at the middle school on May 28th. The Pleasantville Fire Department will visit on June 1st to do a fire prevention and safety assembly. Yes. Power hour is a tutoring? Power hour is our tutoring program.
The middle school does power hour?
Yes.
Okay.
Middle school is also having a Juneteenth end of the year celebration on June 18th. Juneteenth end of the year celebration on June 18th. As the end of the year celebration coming out of activities, the student activity account for $873. They're also having an art show on May 20th to showcase the students' artwork. Pleasantville High School's Bring Your Child to Work Day is being ratified. Staff were able to bring their children to school, and it was really, really nice. The kids and the staff and the students enjoyed that day. The Pleasantville High School is doing a father pool jam. They're having a pool celebration, a fatherly pool jam. It's a pool celebration with the Fathers Club with the students.
How are they doing that? Like, what is that about? I know what it says, but like, can you explain a little bit more to me? Father pool jam. Yeah, like, what does it consist of? They're at the pool or what?
It's kind of like a fun pool. Some of the parent volunteers are sponsoring. The fatherly pool jam is when the parents, or some of the parents, not just the fathers, but primarily the fathers, are sponsoring a pool jam and celebration with the students.
Oh, okay, at the pool, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I think I need more information on that. You know, Mrs. McQueen, I see you in the back.
Oh, okay.
They
Oh,
did.
okay. Okay.
Because it does sound a little, thank you. I appreciate you being here to
Thanks.
The newcomer parent meeting is May 22nd
And newcomer
at Pleasantville
is-
High School.
And what is freshmen?
That's the parents, for the parents, a parent meeting. For like people who are new to
The high school or the
No,
middle?
newcomers like for the country.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that the newcomers, that the one for the country? You're new to the country, so you have all the parents come together and offer support for parents who are not from this
good.
country and have their support service.
That's
It's
nice.
like a support team.
Okay. Good.
Multicultural fair at Pleasantville High School for June 5th. They're having a fair. There's no cost to the district. Our senior class parent meeting will be held on May 20th. Leeds Avenue School will host a internet safety and cyberbullying presentation for students on June 8th. And this is going to be provided by a special Homeland Security agent. In middle school, Pleasantville is having an Atlantic Care Healthy Schools Believed to Achieve Challenge. And this is to promote health and wellness. Staff will participate in a weight loss competition to promote an active and healthy lifestyle. And that's from May 14th to June 15th. The following schools will be having fundraisers. I'm going to kind of group all North Mains together. So South Main Street School will have a third grade icy sale on May 15th, 22nd, and 29th of May. They will also have a school spirit dress down day to raise funds for activities. Build Your Own Sunday, that should be DAE, I apologize. That will be on June 11th until June 12th. Build your own sundae. Pick up a pop. So that's the ice pop fundraiser. And then North Main has an ice pop sale from May 13th to May 21st. Number 9, middle school of Pleasantville will have a dress down day for May 29th. Pleasantville High School will have snack stand sales for June 5th. Yearbook fundraiser on May 29th. Snack stand sales for the yearbook specifically on May 22nd. Traveling Times Coffee on June 10th. A walk-in taco sale on May 21st. And Freeze the Moment, June 4th. Ice cone sale on June 10th. Those are the fundraisers for the schools. For the trips, we have Pleasantville High School track team will be visiting Burlington County High School for a competition on May 29th and May 3rd to May 30th from 2:30. I think the rain date's May 30th from 2:30 to 8. No, they're there the overnight. They're there overnight because you have lodging is $736. South Main Street School is having a trip to historic Cold Spring Village on May 26th. They're visiting Safety Patrol. The Safety Patrol Gardeners will go to the Regal Cinema Movie Theater on June 1st. First grade will visit the Rainforest Cafe on June 9th. Second grade will also visit the Rainforest Cafe on June 2nd. The middle school Academic Excellence Recognition Luncheon is on May 19th. Pleasantville High School Academic Excellence Recognition Luncheon will be on May 19th as well. The middle school will visit, 8th grade will visit the Adventure Aquarium on May 20th. Leeds Avenue School will go to the Planetarium in Glassboro on June 9th. Leeds Avenue Renaissance and Boys and Girls Club will visit Dave & Buster's on June 17th. South Main Cold Spring was there already for 4th grade. Which one you have?
What funding is number 7,
There's a grant, the Jetty Rock grant.
Oh, they wrote the grant?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So they're going to provide the cost for it.
It looks like you have a couple of these on here twice.
Okay, I'll stop.
Like
Ms. Akins.
7 and 16.
7.
Like the same. And that's just 2 separate things, but it looks the same to me.
You said number 7?
Yeah, isn't that
The
same?
aquarium?
Yeah.
They were able to get the cost paid by the Jetty Rock grant.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you got it on here twice.
I can.
You have
You
it on
got
here
it on there
twice.
twice.
That's why I said some of these are all duplicated.
what I'm saying. It
So I
looks
apologize. So
duplicate.
you
That's
see me
okay.
skip is because I already said it twice,
No,
and
that's
I
fine.
want to respect your time, and I apologize. It was done twice. I think it did it as a transfer of hands.
That's fine.
It was put in twice.
Oh, you know what I wanted to ask about? Number 15. How did, I'm just curious, how did, they get the admission and is it like something they got it provided by the museum?
Yes, there are opportunities. If they send you emails to principals, so many different places where they will fund the visit for you.
Oh, that's real
Yes.
Good.
That's good.
So it's really important to check the emails when you're a principal because you don't want things like this to go and you can take advantage of it.
Okay.
Washington Avenue will visit the wetlands, the ESL class, Wetlands Institute on June 15th. And as you just stated, the Art Museum in Philadelphia is going to be admission and transportation provided by the Philadelphia Art Museum.
That's good.
The middle school, 8th grade, will visit Adventure Aquarium on May 20th. The Pleasantville Art Club will visit the National Museum of African American History on May 27th. The Renaissance Club Renaissance Club for MSP will visit Denny's on June 1st. The Esports Club, Stockton University on June 3rd. Pleasantville High School VPA, the Visual Performing Arts, 9th through 12. Teen Arts Festival will be on June the 1st. Pleasantville High School JROTC Army Aviation Support Center on June 4th. The Pleasantville High School ESL class will visit ACCC on May 27th. Pleasantville High School National Honor Society 9th through 12th will visit Leeds Avenue School on June 1st. Pleasantville High School Student Council will visit Washington Avenue Elementary School on June 2nd. The Pleasantville High School Visual Arts Club will visit Museum of Illusions in Philadelphia on May 20th. And here it also, remember we talked about the grant that's paying. This is the company, this is the title of the company, Jetty Rock Foundation, State of New Jersey, Department of Environmental Protection.
Wow.
And that's a description of that's more of a description of the program that's funding that grant.
Okay.
And this is the amount that they're going to, it's just to approve the grant for them. This is the money they want to donate. You're approving the donation.
Okay.
For resolutions, for CNI Empowerment Matters, this is the organization that is providing some meaningful and very important training for our teachers in restorative practices for all the educators throughout the district.
Now, when will this
They're
take
doing a
place?
refresher, part 2 and 3 implementation on June 3rd and 10th at North Main Street School for $2,000. Middle School of Pleasantville, 4 restorative practices for educators, trauma-informed and culturally responsive practices on June 5th and June 12th for $1,800, and June 2nd to June 3rd, 6th and 8th, I'm sorry, for June 2nd, they're going to work on the 8th graders.
Okay.
And June 3rd, they're going to work with 6th and 7th graders. So that's important. They're doing the staff, but then they're going to do the students. And we talked about next year phasing in some of the parents as well. So they're June 10th, they're going to also go back and do the second part with the 6th and 7th graders. June 16th, they're going to double back with the 8th graders. And it's like 3 parts. And then June 17th, the 6th and 7th. And then after that, they'll go to Leeds Avenue School and do Tier 1 full staff PLCs for June 2nd and June 16th. For South Main Street School, full staff mixed with PLCs, June 8th and 9th. And the funding for that is $2,500. But this was already budgeted and everything, but just had to do some changes. High school summer program to begin July 6th through July 31st from 8 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. The cost will be $45,000, and the funding source is the 15 account, which has already been budgeted as well. Middle School of Pleasantville, we're asking that you accept the Jetty Rock grant in the amount of $2,300. It's already up there, so that's 2.
Mm-hmm.
Pleasantville High School Early College Program summer classes, July 6th through August 20th, no cost to the district. And that concludes.
A quick question. The high school summer program, is that summer school or just where they come from?
That is summer school.
It's summer school.
Yes.
Now, do we take outside district?
I'm excited that you asked that question. I just talked to Ms. White about that. I'm thinking about another way that we can bring back money into the district is when we offer the credit completion, and it helped offset the cost of the staff, and it also brought money back into the district. And I would love to present that to the board in the future, so maybe next summer we can offer that.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Thank you. And A3 is a duplicate. We did A3 already. That concludes CNI. If you have any questions, I'm here.
And the 45 covers what? For lunch?
What number?
That should cover the teachers.
Oh, that covers the
That's
teachers.
The teaching
Okay.
staff. That's for the teaching staff,
Okay,
for the
gotcha.
45.
Okay. Any questions?
Technology, there's 3 items on the agenda. If Mr. Doby can come down and go over those 3 items for technology. Mr. Doby, there's 3 items for technology on the agenda.
This is like, it's like just start with this, the BOE items. Do you have this?
No, I think she put it actually on the agenda. It is page.
Maybe here?
Oh, yeah, page 9 of 31. Starting at 3.17. Page 9, 3.17.
Hello. Hello. Okay. 317, plain old telephone service, POTS lines audit. Motion for the board to accept the recommendation of acting superintendent of schools and hereby approve to Data Network Solutions to identify and validate all active lines, associated equipment across the school at a cost of $3,000. Sorry, I ran.
You gotta explain what it is.
Okay. POTS lines are plain old telephone services. They're commonly used for alarm systems, elevators, and such. We have a lot of POTS lines throughout our district. This company is planning on coming in here and doing an audit of our plain old telephone lines and determine what we're using and what we're not. That's going to cost us $3,000. They test all the lines and remove any equipment that we're not using. With this audit, if we decide, I've already priced out another supplier for our POTS phone systems that's offering a 50% deduction, over 50%. If we decide to move to this other service provider that we already use currently for our ISPs, they would waive the $3,000 fee because we would be moving over they would be taking over the services. Does that make sense?
So it's actually be a savings.
It would be
Okay.
a savings. Actually, our return on investment would be less than 1 month.
Well, it would be a savings, it will be a savings anyway, because if we have lines that we're not using and we're paying for them, to find out, identify what they are, to get them off the plan, that will save us money.
That's 100% correct, yes. So one is to reduce our current bill that we have, which will save our money month over month. And then with that, we would also find savings by moving over to a new supplier that would reduce our bill for the lines that we are currently using already.
Okay. If we approve this, when will this start? Like, when can this get done?
They would send a team out next week at the latest. It would be the late side of next week to begin the audit.
So we'll have it done by next school year?
Oh, yes.
Between now and the summertime, you guys will
I
work
would
on it.
like to even have it done, wishing hopes and dreams, within the end of within the month,
Okay,
so
I'm
that
just
we
looking-
could
'cause
see
that'll be
these
savings,
savings
so
on the
every
next month's
month,
bill.
Savings is, a plus.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Hold on, I'm sorry, got a
No, that's
question.
okay.
So as of right now, we're paying for phone lines that we're not using.
Correct.
How long do you think we've been doing that?
I don't know.
We don't know.
Without going back and looking at bills, I could not tell you. We also, as we've moved away from different technologies, some of that technologies moved away from you needing those telephone lines, but we never removed the telephone lines. So we moved with some of the equipment, but then the telephone lines held over as residuals.
So are they actual telephone lines like in the schools, or like personal old phones?
These are telephone lines. So in the telephone lines are commonly used inside schools for emergency services, like when you want to call the elevator service or the alarm system needs to go off. You need high availability, high resilient communication lines, and that's why a phone like this, plain old telephone service, is a very popular service for this.
Okay.
This is our Microsoft licensing renewal. Attached is the motion to board to accept the recommendation of the acting superintendent of school and hereby approve the annual Microsoft licensing renewal with White Rock Security for the 2026-2027 school year at a cost of $20,812.93, utilizing account Pricing is in accordance with the NJECC Microsoft EES Cooperative Contract 4868496, Level B, 3-year annual price lock.
So this is for the whole district?
This is our whole district. This includes all of our Microsoft licensing for our computers that we use, laptops, as well as our servers.
Okay, so this is per year for the next 3 years?
Right, that is a per year price for licensing.
But that's for the next 3 years?
That is a price per year, so it's
No, I'm saying, so this rate won't change next year or the year after?
Yes, that
So
is
that's-
correct,
okay.
yes. We would be locked in for 3 years under that price. Is there any questions on that?
Any more questions?
No.
Okay, next question.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Is that 319?
319, securely replacement for Go Guardian. A motion for the board to accept the recommendation of acting superintendent of schools and hereby approve securely to provide educational technology for safety, wellness, and management software for K-12 schools to monitor and filter student internet activity on school devices, both on and off campus at a cost of $26,064 for the beginning of May 1st through June 30th, utilizing account. This is, so we currently use Go Guardian for our, to protect our students from getting into certain, blocking certain content and ability to see certain screens and other types of stuff of that nature. It also allows abilities for the teachers to see the student screens and work with the students while they're going through it. The other side to this that is an addendum to Go Guardian that also is offered by Securely is a replacement software called Hall Pass, which is very similar to a Smart Pass software that we're currently using inside both the high school and the middle school to determine how long students are out in the hallways and what digital passes they have. This software also incorporates that as well. And then the last thing with this is it also includes Hall Pass software that's used for visitor passes that we currently use called Raptor Technologies. That software looks up the background of visitors that we have to make sure that they're not on certain lists and that kind of stuff, and then approves them and records all of their driver's license and that kind of information about them. So we record all of our visitors and then run them through a background check. We're using these 3 different softwares as together, and this solution here would consolidate that tech stack underneath Securely, as well as find savings that we would be able to use in, underneath those areas.
All right, I have a question.
Please.
Because I remember, I'm not sure if it was a parent or someone in the out there mentioning about, was it Class Dojo or the interaction between parents and teachers? It was too much information.
Like it was selling to AI or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the report, I didn't dive into that report, so I can't speak on that, but I can tell you that there is privacy policies around this, mostly because we are collecting information about users that visit our stuff, and they do not have sales on there to selling the information from their
So they don't
websites.
have, like, I mean.
I can't speak how Class Dojo, because I didn't read the terms and conditions out of Class Dojo, but I did read the terms and conditions out of Securely, and they do not sell it to third-party.
Can Go Guardian block them? Can they, no?
Go Guardian is more of think of it like a DNS blocker. It's more of a way of blocking what content goes to the website and not so much what you want to go to, per se. It's only what you would get to see. And it's mostly used for our students and side of things, not so much at a higher administrative level of what IT or technology administrates to the district.
Well, what I'm saying is like the whole district uses Remind and them type of apps, so is in there, like you could actually go and search a class if you want. I can go and search Miss Miss A's English class, and it'll come up, but descriptively with what I think I was hearing in the comments was like, it can basically make your child, so like me and the teacher could be discussing that, you know, my child gets A's or my child only wants to eat, but then by then it makes an image of your child. And technology is going that far. I don't want to I don't have the kids out there risky.
I understand. As for Class Dojo, I don't know what they're doing with that information. I can go and read the terms and conditions, so I can't speak on that without further knowledge. However, with Securely, I can tell you that the information that they do collect on us does not get sold to third parties.
Got it.
Can we just double check, so this way, if a parent comes back up and have the questions that we have an answer, so can you guys just look into that?
Yes, 100%.
And get back to us, since it was a concern?
Yep,
Thank
absolutely. I can read the terms and conditions on Class Dojo.
But Class Dojo, you said is fine, right? Maybe we should.
Class Dojo is separate, yes. But I will find out the terms and conditions on Securely, but I do know that they do not sell to third parties. As for Class Dojo, I don't know the details
Can't
of
Class
the third parties.
Dojo be used like Remind? Because Remind is more.
As I understand it, Class Dojo is like a Remind, but it's a lot more direct contact between the teachers and the parents. It provides a way in which the parents, and I've seen teachers using it at the elementary school, having conversations directly with the parents about their students' performances or other things of that nature. Remind is more of a broadcast type of thing, or at least out of my experience of using it. It's a little less direct one-on-one interaction. Securely would be not touching either one of those solutions.
Got it.
Educational service contracts,
That's not you, that's finance.
do you have any other questions for me? Okay. Oh, my question?
Oh.
Thank you. Next, we have board comments, 1.8. Mr. Marino.
First and foremost, thank you for sticking with us throughout this meeting. Like I said, I've been on the other side, I understand, but thank you for being here. Thank you for asking the relevant questions. Keep coming up with your questions. We truly appreciate it, and let's move this district forward. I do want to say congratulations to our acting superintendent. I look forward to working with you and bettering the school district for our students, our educators, our parents. I do want to give out a shout out to our Pleasantville JROTC. The military ball was quite spectacular. It was emotional. Congratulations to the graduating leaders of the JROTC, and best of luck to the incoming leadership. I look forward to seeing what you do in the next academic year. And of course, congratulations to everyone who made that night so successful. The cafeteria workers, the staff, the sergeant, the lieutenant colonel, and all of the students. And again, I know it's Teachers Appreciation Week, so that does not pass by me. So I send the most appreciation to all of the teachers in the Pleasantville School District. Thank you so much for what you do. You change lives, and something that I always like to remind all of the future teachers that I get to meet at the university level is we are all planting seeds to a forest that we may never see. And so we have to keep that in mind. And so thank you for all that you do. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Marino. Ms. Akins?
I want to say thank everyone for coming. Thanks for everyone who's watching. I want to also say, congratulations to everyone in JROTC. They actually did do a wonderful job. It was a beautiful event. All the staff want to say that we appreciate you and that we are working to move this district forward and continue to come, voice your comments, your concerns, and Everyone have a good night. Thank you.
Ms. Harris?
What do I want to say? Okay, I just want to say thank you all for coming, holding us accountable. And, you know, I always say up here on this platform, it's totally different now. I was once the mom that was down there at that mic, but to go back and now I'm sitting over here and I got to think, and you got to use your heart and go with your best judgment and just go off of what we are given, not what we really know. I'm brand new at this. I never ran for a board. I never sat on a board. I'm brand new, so I'm learning it. I'm reading. If you see my bed, my living room is all over, but I thank you all for having patience with me. Happy Teacher Appreciation Week and Day. You are the center of our children. I have children in the district, and I know my children come home and they raving about Miss One and this one, and so thank you so much. Trust me, it does not go unnoticed. And all we can do is take this thing one at a time, one day at a time. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Harris. Ms. Sanchez?
I just want to say thank you to everyone that attended tonight. I want to tell everyone to stay involved, stay inspired. This district is moving in the right direction. The school board is working together to do what's in the best interest of the district and the people in it. I appreciate you guys' input. I appreciate all information given. Happy Teacher Appreciation Week, and you guys enjoy the rest of your night and drive home safe.
Everyone has said it all for me, but I first want to say thank you to the acting superintendent, Dr. Hyman Medley, and to Ms. Dale White for working on this budget and helping us to pass it. They worked very hard and tirelessly, so I just want to thank them for doing that, and also want to thank you for bringing the tax levy down with that. And I want to thank you for this board. Also, my colleague said about the JRTC, it was really a great night. Everything was nice. Also, before I forget, I want to say Happy Mother's Day to the mothers out there, because Mother's Day is Sunday. Hope that you have a great time. And we ask you to continue to pray for the district and pray for the board. Until we meet again, we hope that you have a happy, safe, and blessed week. May I have a motion to adjourn this meeting? Motion by Mrs. Akins. May I have a second? Second by Ms. Harris. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Good night.